Delicious, man. It's my first time having the Blaxican, and it's amazing.
There are a lot of people in this line, so he said we're gonna go there first.
This is fantastic. Jalapeno mac and cheese, amazing.
All right, order quesadilla.
I got you. Cooking has been the one thing that I could truly do for 8 hours a day. I truly get lost in the process of cooking. So it's definitely one of those things that I knew I had to do and had to pursue.
I love it, man. I love it, man. Appreciate that, man. Thanks, bro.
I'm Will Turner, owner of the Blaxican Mexican soul food truck here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm making it in America. I was laid off last year, and I worked for 8 years for a church here in Atlanta, and at no fault of my own, I was let go because of the economy or whatever. So I started to look at what my next step was going to be. And you want to start the sausage, throw some sausage on the grill? So then I decided that, you know, one of my passions was always cooking. I've always had the cooking as something that I would revert to whenever times got rough and stressful. I'd start cooking. So for me, it was a no-brainer. I knew I wanted to do something with the restaurant industry. However, it costs a lot of money. So I started to look at what was the next alternative to open up a restaurant. And I was reading an article about one of the trucks here in Atlanta. And I said, that's what I'll do. I'll start a food truck business. All the experts always said, whenever starting a food truck business, you have to first have a great concept. I thought about what the two most popular cuisines were in the South. And you have the easiest one is soul food, which was birthed from the South. And then Mexican food, you can't go into a strip mall, plaza, or area in Atlanta and not find a Mexican restaurant. So I started playing around with some recipes. I learned how to cook by watching my mother make something out of nothing. Being the youngest of 3 boys, she was always trying to stretch meals. I ended up running with the wrong crowd and got myself into some trouble as a teenager. And I was sent away to juvie. And my job while in juvie was working in the kitchen. So I really honed my skills in the kitchen while in juvie and learned how to do most of the spice blending and multiplying of recipes to feed many people. And I learned how to do all that in juvie, which is kind of funny to think that something that I learned when I was 16, I would be using to feed my family at 42. A Blaxican actually came from a commonly used word out in Los Angeles. A large Mexican population and a large African American population means that eventually you're going to have some integration. And this is what they actually refer to some of their offsprings as Blaxicans. So I didn't create it. It's okay to laugh at ourselves sometimes. That's my face on the side of the truck. It kind of embodied exactly what I was trying to do, which was bring together 2 different cultures through food and make it enjoyable for people. One of my biggest challenges in getting this business started was financing. No bank would give me a loan to buy this truck. So I'd almost given up on the idea of owning my own food truck. It seemed like one of those things that just wasn't going to happen.